Chosen one, listen to me closely. If you've been wondering why your life feels like it's been on pause, why your gifts have been misunderstood, why people didn't see your value, why doors closed when you were so close to breakthrough, this message is for you. Because heaven is saying something right now. God is saying, I have hidden you for a reason, and when I reveal you, the earth will not be ready. And I know you've felt it. You've been living in this strange season where it feels like God is working in the shadows. People don't know what you carry. They don't understand the weight on your spirit. They don't recognize the anointing on your life. But I came to tell you, that was never the plan for them to see you yet. Some people are introduced early, but chosen ones are prepared privately. Because what God is about to do through you is not small. It's not normal. It's not average. It's the kind of transformation that makes people say, wait, that's who they were this whole time. So if you're ready, stay with me until the end. Because I'm not just going to speak prophecy. I'm going to activate something inside you today. Chosen one, there are some things God won't build in public. Because if people saw what He was forming in you too soon, they would try to interrupt it. Let's be honest. Some of you have been hidden in a way that hurt. Hidden behind rejection. Hidden behind isolation. Hidden behind delays. Hidden behind misunderstanding. You weren't just rejected by strangers. You were rejected by people you prayed for. You were overlooked by people you helped. You were doubted by people who swore they loved you. And the whole time you were thinking, God, where are you? But heaven says, I was covering you. Because the hiding was not punishment. It was protection. The enemy studies patterns. The enemy watches timing. The enemy hunts destiny. And if he could identify the full blueprint of what God was about to release through you, he would have launched a war you weren't ready to fight yet. So God did something holy. He placed you under divine concealment. Not because you were weak, but because the assignment on your life was too valuable to expose early. Listen, God hides what He highly values. The way a seed is hidden in the dirt. The way a baby is hidden in the womb. What looks like burial is actually preparation. And I need you to hear this. You weren't buried. You were planted. Chosen one, you think your quiet season was wasted? No. Your quiet season was the construction site of your future. God was building your strength without applause. Your character without attention. Your discipline without validation. Because if God gave you the platform too early, your gift might have grown faster than your spirit. And that's dangerous. Do you know how many people God could have used? But they couldn't handle what came with being seen. They couldn't handle the praise. They couldn't handle the pressure. They couldn't handle the warfare. They couldn't handle the jealousy. So God hid you long enough to make sure you wouldn't be destroyed by the very blessing you asked for. And this is where it gets deep. Some of you were hidden because God had to detox your heart. He had to remove the need to be liked, the addiction to approval, the fear of being alone, the desire to be chosen by people instead of heaven. Because chosen ones can't be ruled by people. You must be ruled by purpose. And some of your greatest healing happened in a season where nobody clapped for you. That's why heaven says, I can trust you now. Chosen one. I know it hurt when they turned on you. I know it confused you when you were loyal, and they became distant. I know it broke something in you when they celebrated others but ignored you. But here's the truth. God didn't just allow rejection. He used it as a filter. Because the people who couldn't see you in your hidden season were never going to honor you in your revealed season. Let that sink in. Some of the relationships you lost were not losses. They were divine removals. Because if they stayed, they would have distracted you, drained you, delayed you, and attempted to reshape you into something God never called you to be. So heaven let them walk away. Not because you were unworthy, but because God was separating you from anything that could corrupt your calling. Sometimes God has to break your heart to save your destiny. Chosen one, can we talk real? Some of you didn't just go through hard times. You went through targeted warfare. It wasn't random. The anxiety came for a reason. The betrayals came for a reason. The exhaustion came for a reason. The financial pressure came for a reason. Because the enemy sensed something was growing in you. And he tried to crush you in the hidden season. So you would never reach the revealed season. But you're still here. And that's not luck. That's not coincidence. That's prophecy. It means God has preserved you through what should have destroyed you. You survived what should have ended you. And that's why heaven is saying, the reveal will shock the earth. Because they thought you were finished. They thought you were done. They thought you were stuck. But God was secretly strengthening you. And now, it's time. Chosen one, you ever felt like you didn't belong anywhere? Like you could be in a room full of people and still feel alone? Like people could laugh with you but never truly understand you? That wasn't you being too sensitive. That was your spirit recognizing something. You were not built to fit in. You were built to stand out. You've always carried something different. And that difference isn't a curse. It's a calling. Because God doesn't reveal ordinary people in extraordinary ways. He reveals prepared people. That's why you were never comfortable staying small. That's why your soul always craved more. That's why your spirit refused to settle. Even when you tried to be normal. Something in you resisted. Because you were never meant to live a life that matches the world. You were meant to live a life that marks the world. Let's talk about what God has been doing behind the scenes. In your hidden season, God trained you in discernment. Because the revealed season comes with fake smiles and hidden motives. Self-control. Because when you become visible, temptation becomes louder. Spiritual authority. Because your assignment requires dominion, not fear. Emotional maturity. Because you can't lead people if you're still bleeding everywhere you go. Endurance. Because what God is about to do isn't a moment. It's a movement. You weren't just being delayed. You were being developed. And now, the training is turning into manifestation. Chosen one, listen carefully. One of the biggest mistakes people make in the hidden season is thinking nothing is happening just because nothing is visible yet. But the truth is, God doesn't announce a reveal. He signals it. He sends signs in the spirit first. Then those signs start showing up in your emotions, your environment, your relationships, your dreams, your mind, your peace. So if you've been feeling unusual things lately, almost like you're standing at the edge of something big, that is not imagination. That is not overthinking. That is the Holy Spirit whispering. It's time. You're close. Let me show you the signs. Chosen one, have you been feeling this strange restlessness inside? Not fear, not panic. Just this sense of, I can't stay here anymore. Even if your life looks stable. Even if nothing is wrong. You feel like you're outgrowing the version of you that used to be okay. That is one of the clearest signs the reveal is close. Because when God is about to shift you outward, He first shifts you inward. He makes your current comfort feel too small. He makes your familiar routine feel too tight. He makes your old life feel like a room with no air. And you start realizing, I'm not depressed. I'm being called forward. That restlessness is not a problem. It's an announcement. Heaven is saying, you're too big for what used to hold you. Chosen one, let's be honest. Some of the things you used to enjoy don't satisfy you anymore. Conversations feel empty. Entertainment feels draining. Old habits feel pointless. Certain people feel heavy. And what's shocking is, you're not even trying to change. It's happening automatically. This is a major sign of divine preparation. Because before God reveals you, He separates you from what would contaminate the revealed version of you. Some of you used to be addicted to noise. Now silence feels better. Some of you used to chase attention. Now peace feels richer. Some of you used to crave validation. Now God's presence is enough. That's growth. That's the reveal loading. Because the revealed version of you cannot carry old cravings. Chosen one, this one is big. Before, you used to explain yourself too much. You used to feel guilty for setting boundaries. You used to tolerate disrespect to keep the peace. But lately, you've been feeling something rise up inside you. Not arrogance. Not pride. But holy standards. Now you're like, I don't have to argue. I don't have to prove. I don't have to chase. I don't have to beg. You're starting to move differently. You're protecting your sleep. Protecting your mind. Protecting your time. Protecting your spirit. And that is a sign the reveal is close, because when God elevates you publicly, He requires you to become selective privately. Because access is expensive when you're carrying an assignment. Everybody can't sit next to oil. Everybody can't touch favor. Everybody can't enter your atmosphere anymore. And you're finally realizing, being chosen comes with protection. Chosen one, can we talk about it? Have you noticed how some people are suddenly distant, jealous, irritated, competitive, weirdly silent, passive-aggressive, watching you but not supporting you? And you're like, what did I do? Nothing. It's not something you said. It's something you carry. You're becoming too bright for people who are comfortable in darkness. Your growth exposes their stagnation. Your discipline convicts their excuses. Your peace irritates their chaos. Your future threatens their control. So they start pulling away. They start switching up. They start treating you differently. That is one of the clearest signs of an incoming reveal. Your spirit is already walking into rooms before your body gets there. And some people can feel it. They might not understand it logically, but they can sense God is doing something with them. Chosen one, this hurts, but it's true. Sometimes the reveal comes after the final release. And lately it may feel like God has been removing things that were familiar. A friendship, a relationship, a job, a comfort, a version of you, a place you thought you'd stay longer in. And you're thinking, why now, God? Because the reveal is close. God doesn't elevate you while you're still attached to something that will pull you backwards. He removes the anchors before He launches the ship. Even when it hurts. Even when you don't understand. Because what God is taking away is not your blessing. It's your limitation. He's not punishing you. He's positioning you. Chosen one, this is a prophetic sign. Not everybody gets louder when they evolve. Some people become more silent, more focused, more intentional, more mysterious. Not because they're trying to seem deep, but because they're being built. You're not arguing as much. You're not reacting as much. You're not explaining yourself as much. You're not desperate for attention. You're just moving. And this quiet strength is powerful. Because heaven is showing you. You don't need to announce what God is about to reveal. The reveal will speak louder than your words ever could. Chosen one, has God been pushing you to lock in? You suddenly feel this pressure to discipline your body, sharpen your mind, clean up your habits, organize your life, stop procrastinating, build consistency, protect your routine, get closer to God. And it's intense, right? Like, you can't ignore it. You can't relax like you used to. Because you're approaching a new level. And higher levels require higher structure. This is God preparing you for visibility. Because what's about to happen will demand more from you. And heaven is not going to let you enter the reveal unprepared. So God starts training you like a soldier. Not because you're in trouble, but because you're almost deployed into purpose. Chosen one, this is one of the sweetest signs. You keep receiving confirmations you didn't ask for. Somebody texts you at the perfect time. A video speaks directly to your situation. A scripture hits you like a thunderbolt. A stranger says something that feels prophetic. A door opens unexpectedly. A random opportunity appears. And you sit there like, okay, God, I get it. You're talking to me. Yes, you're not crazy. God is layering confirmation over confirmation because when the reveal begins, you must be anchored in faith. So He's strengthening your spirit beforehand, so you don't panic when it starts happening fast. Because the reveal doesn't come slowly. It comes suddenly. Chosen one, some of you have been feeling this. You can't fully explain it, but you know something is coming. Sometimes it comes through dreams. Sometimes you get random flashes of the future. Sometimes you feel strongly. This chapter is ending. This is my last season here. I won't stay hidden much longer. This is not ego. This is spiritual awareness. God will often give the chosen one a preview. Not for pride, but for preparation. He whispers it to you first, so your faith can catch up to your destiny. This is the final sign, chosen one. You are becoming someone else. And it's not just external. It's internal. You're not the same person that tolerated crumbs. You're not the same person who begged for love. You're not the same person who kept shrinking. You're not the same person who allowed disrespect. And now, your old life is uncomfortable because it can't host your new identity. You are spiritually relocating. And that's why everything feels shaky. That's why people are leaving. That's why old patterns are breaking. That's why your emotions are purging. Because you're shedding a skin. You're transitioning from hidden to revealed. And heaven is saying, the old you cannot enter the new door. Chosen one, if these signs have been happening to you, I need you to understand something. You are not losing your life. You are graduating. You are not falling apart. You are being rearranged. You are not being delayed. You are being aligned. And the reason it feels so intense is because the reveal is not just coming. It's close. It's near. It's within reach. So I want you to type this in the comments right now if you receive it. I'm ready for my reveal. Because God didn't hide you to abandon you. God hid you to prepare you. And now, the earth is about to meet the version of you that heaven has been building in secret. And when they see you, they will be shocked. Now listen carefully. When God reveals you, it won't be a slow introduction. It'll be a sudden shift. One moment they ignored you. Next moment they can't stop talking about you. One moment you were hidden. Next moment your name starts circulating in rooms you've never entered. And here's why it shocks people. Because they will realize you were never weak. You were becoming. They will realize you weren't failing. You were being refined. They will realize you weren't forgotten. You were being covered. And the shock won't be just about your success. It will be about your transformation. People will say, how did they get this wise? How did they become this disciplined? How are they this calm now? How did they glow up like that? How did they build all this so quietly? And the answer will be simple. God did it in secret. Because the reveal is more powerful. When nobody could take credit for it. O chosen one, this part is prophetic. Some of you are about to be honored in places where you were once dismissed. You're about to sit at tables that once felt impossible. You're about to be recognized by people who used to overlook you. But let me tell you what God is saying. Don't return to prove a point. Return to fulfill purpose. Because your reveal isn't revenge. It's restoration. Your elevation isn't ego. It's evidence. Evidence that God's hand has been on you the whole time. And chosen one, when you walk back into those rooms, walk in peace. Walk in power. Walk in quiet confidence. Because you don't have to announce your glow. God will make it obvious. Before the reveal happens, heaven is giving you instructions. Stop explaining yourself. People who are committed to misunderstanding you will never hear you clearly. Protect your energy. Not everyone deserves access to your heart in this season. Stay consistent. Your reveal is connected to your discipline. Stay close to God. You can't handle public visibility without private intimacy. Don't fear the shift. The shift will feel unfamiliar, but it's answered prayer. Chosen one, You are entering a season where your life will speak for itself. Chosen one, I want you to breathe for a second. Because what I'm about to say is not motivational. It's spiritual. Repeat this out loud, even if your voice shakes. God, I accept the season of my reveal. I release the fear of being seen. I will not shrink to make others comfortable. I will not return to cycles you delivered me from. I trust your timing. I trust your process. I trust the hidden work. I am prepared for what you prepared for me. I will not self-sabotage my next level. I will stand in my calling with courage. Now listen. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are in the final stretch. And God is saying, I hid you because I was building you. I separated you because I was protecting you. I delayed you because I was developing you. But now, I am revealing you. And when it happens, the earth will feel it. Your enemies will witness it. Your bloodline will benefit from it. And your soul will finally understand. The hiding was holy. Chosen one, if this message touched your spirit, don't ignore it. Because confirmations are not accidents. They are direction. If you know you're in your hidden season and God is preparing your reveal, type in the comments, my reveal is coming. And if you want, share this video with someone who has been hidden, tested, and overlooked. But you know God is about to lift them. Because the world celebrates loud success. But heaven celebrates silent endurance. And you, chosen one, you endured. So now, prepare yourself. Because God is about to reveal you. And it will shock the earth. Chosen one, before you go, I want to speak to the givers, the ones whose hearts feel called to pour back into the vessel that pours into them. If this message awakened you, if it strengthened you, if it spoke to your spirit in a way only heaven could orchestrate, then I invite you, only if your heart feels led, to sow a $1 seed into this channel. Not because God needs it, but because giving is a spiritual law. A small seed carries big obedience. And God multiplies what is given with pure intention. Your $1 keeps this ministry alive, keeps the messages flowing, and helps this word reach the next chosen one who needs it. If you feel that nudge in your spirit, if you feel that gentle pull, you can plant your $1 seed using the link in the description. And if you can't or don't feel led, you are still loved, still seen, and still covered. Blessings to every giver, and blessings to every listener. Your seed moves heaven in ways you may never see. But God sees it all.